Just Incredible here, bringing you a Mega Man X2 speedrun tutorial on Ostrich for the Stag third route. The only difference here between this route and the Ostrich third route is just the beginning and the ending of the stage. That's it. So if you need to learn how to not crash the bike, I suggest you watch the Ostrich third version of this tutorial before coming to this video. So once again, with burner, you're going to be using it very liberally as often as possible. And right off the bat, I'm going to buffer a pause there for a second. So yes, the only difference here at the beginning, instead of using the strike chain, we're going to go right to burner. And you want to hold charge as soon as you see the flashing ready, because as soon as you hold charge as you teleport, you're going to need it as soon as you get it fully charged. So you're going to teleport, you're going to buffer, you can actually buffer swap to speed burner as you teleport in. You can hold the L button once, you'll go to the item tracer, and then you just press R or L again to get to the burner. And as you hold charge, you're going to dash just after coming down on the slope. You're going to dash jump again off this ramp that is still in the up position. And then you're just going to come right down onto the ground. As soon as you touch the ground, let the burner go, and you're going to go right through the scorpion, or the eclandas is what they're called in the game. Now, the rushing burner gives you invincibility, which is why you're able to go right through the scorpion and not take a hit. If you are if you use the rushing burner, if you're in invincibility, you won't get invincibility for long, because in order for the rushing burner to give you iframes, you have to not be in iframes to begin with. So if you use the burner while you're flashing, the length of your iframes from the damage that you took overrides the iframes from the burner. So it's very important to note that later. Well, it should be a problem, but it's something that you should keep a note on. So as soon as you get the burner, you're going to let it go. Now, there are two ways to cancel a rushing burner. You can either turn the opposite direction or jump out of the burner. So we're going to be using the former method, and that's turning to cancel the burner. So you're going to burner past the scorpion, climb down the ladder, and then swap the chain, and then just use normal chains to come through this ladder section. Now, for this particular part here with the crash rotor, if you go as fast as possible, when you get to this ladder here, he's going to be right here, and you can actually squeeze through and go ahead of him to get to this ladder, but you really want to be careful, because you don't want to take damage, and this helps with the timing of turning the bike for the heart tank. But if you want, if you're starting out, just let the crash rotor go before you, climb down, and then kill him with the chain beforehand. And then as you come down this ladder, you're obviously going to have to chain this guy because he's in your way. And then as soon as you climb down, you're going to dash jump, chain this part of the wall, and grab onto the bike like normal, like in the old route. And then you're going to swap to magnet mine while you're on the bike. So as soon as you get to the bike, you're going to have full magnet energy because you haven't used it. And you really want to have full health also. And if you need health, you can try shooting the crash rotors along the way to try to get a lucky health drop. So as soon as we hit ground, we cancel the burner by turning there. Now, we only use burner a couple of times, but see, I done shot that, so that kind of messed that up. So let me go back and turn. Now, if you're like this, if you turn late, you have to do a little bit of walking. But whatever you do, don't turn early or you'll run into the tail of the scorpion. So when you climb, just drop, use a chain. Now that's kind of bad if you're not wanting to get hit. So I'm going to go back one more time and try to do that correctly. So, see, I got in front of him, and that's good. And then, so I'm going to reset just because I didn't do that as well as I hoped. And I want to set up for the bike turn just like before. So from this point, there's no slides until I get to the heart tank. But I will say, just like before, use the other video to look at your timing to turn the bike, or to shoot the shots to let the ramps down to allow you to get up to the base with the bike. And with any luck, this stage will be a little bit better. In the it's a lot better in the Stag third route because you get to use a lot more of your weapons, and the magnet mine's a really good weapon. So buffer swap twice, let the burner go, turn to cancel, come down the ladder. Now, if you're in front of this guy and he's on your tail, turn around and do a quick chain to stop him. You want to have full health at all costs. So 6 shots at least on that bridge. Hold dash only. Do not hold any arrows on your D-pad. 3 shots there, and then 3 more there. Let go of dash here. I may have died. No, okay, good. Okay, I got heart tank without crashing the bike. So now here's the only other slot in this stage, and then we'll talk about the ostrich fight. So you turn the bike just before this large weapon refill without going at dash speed on the bike, and you should get the heart every time. So after getting the heart, dash, hold dash again, and you're going this way, and you're going to dismount the bike, and there's a ceiling up here that's not, that this little text box is covering. If you jump at that point, you should barely get by this corner and end up right here. And you still got the magnet mine active. So what you're going to do, you're going to come off the bike, come right in front, shoot this first scorpion with the magnet. And that's better than taking an intentional hit because it's a little slower. And then you're going to dash forward, switch to chain. You're going to jump over this scorpion just like in the ostrich third route and chain the wall here. And then switch to wheel, shoot the wheel into the, as you're dashing into these blocks, to clear the way to the capsule. So once you get past this scorpion, it's basically the strats that you're always known to use until you get out of the capsule, and then there's a little difference here at the end. So hold dash, jump, boom. Now, before I jump in the capsule, I need to cover the last part here. So, once the air dash demo is complete, just hold charge and wait for X to touch the ground before you move, because you actually get control in midair, and if you start holding left, you're going to grab the wall. Don't do that. Wait till he hits the ground. What you're going to do, you're going to hold charge as soon as you get out of the capsule. You should be holding charge as the demo is occurring, and then you're going to swap to burner again, and make your way to the end here. And you're going to dash along, and once the corridor opens up at this point, you'll notice it. There's an easy visual for it. Right after this double lines in the background, let the burner go, and just hold right, and you'll go right through the last scorpion into the door. Very easy. It's a little bit faster than trying to use the charge strike chain, because you have to stop your forward momentum just to drop down in front of the door. So this is a very easy section. So 2 swaps, release. Boo. Ooh, I got in the door really good. Now, I'm just going to point this out here. I can't put an arrow on it, but as you see, X's feet are really spaced out past the door. Like, normally if you touch the door, X's feet will be touching the door. But see, they're a few pixels out, so that's a huge frame saver. It's not much, but it's a really good door entry. So always look for that when you touch that door, and you'll see how well deep into the door X's hitbox actually got. So from here, you're just going to just jump on the rocket. Okay, now the Ostrich fight. Let me open up a video. Okay. I'll bring that up here in a moment. Actually, I'll do it now. Okay. So I'm going to mute. Well, I shouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, now this is the optimal Ostrich fight I'm going to show. Let me hit play here. As you see, starting out, I do a dash shot, and then I hit him with the ice, and then I hit him with another ice. Now that second ice there is very timing based. If you fought Spark Mandrill from X1, the timing is just like that. It's about you have to wait about 60 frames and then hit him with that shot. Now what you want to do in this fight, just like in the Ostrich third fight, you want to be higher than Ostrich in regards to position. So you want to have the higher ground than Ostrich does, because Ostrich jumps higher than you can. Now what I'm going to do, after I hit him with that second Crystal Hunter, I'm going to go to X-Buster. What I'm going to do, I'm going to dash shot him as he reaches as he approaches the peak of his jump, like that. And then after I hit him with that Buster shot, he reaches the peak of his jump, and his iframes reset. And at that point, I do a quick swap to Crystal Hunter and hit him with the Crystal Hunter shot. And that's a double hit. As you see, I got two hits on him there. Boom, boom. I'll do it again. There's the second hit on the ground, and then 2 hits in the air. Boom. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then when he's on the ground, I do another hit on him, and then repeat the cycle. If you do this fight correctly, he should always be below you, and there's no RNG in this fight. This is what makes the Stag third route a little different, because you save time in this stage, because the fight, there's no RNG, and it's much faster with the double hits. There's this first double hit, there's the second pair of double hits, and then there's the third pair. And then when he's frozen on the ground, he's got 3 HP left, and just 1 Crystal Hunter will take care of the job. So I'm going to play the fight again in its entirety, and I'll pause it. And say, I always jump back and do a dash shot, because that gives me more room to get away from Ostrich, so once the dash shot hits him, I can get to Crystal Hunter in time and get ready to shoot that first Crystal Hunter shot. See, I've got plenty of space here when he's approaching. Boom, and his iframes just expired, and I hit him, and he's pretty low on this ramp, so I've got a lot of room to work with. Now, Ostrich, I'm trying to show it, but Ostrich actually turns normal color while he's frozen. That lets you know that right after that moment, he's vulnerable just for a moment. If you shoot the Crystal Hunter late or early, it bounces off of him. There's the first double hit, or it's the first of the 2 double hits before his iframes reset. And then there's the second one right after. And then he just flickered just before I paused it. And there's the second shot on the ground. I go back to Buster. See? And you also want to jump the same time Ostrich does. This allows you to get the correct position. If you jump early, you're going to be too high on him, and then you can't get a double hit because you're going to fall earlier than he does. There's the first double hit. As you see on the meter, the two HP are coming off. And then there's the second double hit on that cycle. So he drops down, and as you see, I'm still above him, which is what you want. You just don't want to be level. That's very important. And there's another shot. Now there's that hit, and then here comes the second hit with a Crystal Hunter. These swaps are very quick. This is what makes this this fight a little harder to execute. And then boom. Let me open up another video. Now, if you have trouble with that, I have a another video showing a much easier version of the Ostrich fight. If I can load it properly here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I don't think I recorded it, but I could show it here. It's fine. So let me go back to my normal game mode. Now here's a safer Ostrich fight. You don't have to do the double hits. You just stay on Crystal Hunter and just time your shots. Just do the dash shot first, and then you're fine. See, it's a lot easier. See, that's a much easier fight if you're starting out. And that's basically the differences on Ostrich. It's a very fun stage and a very fun fight once you learn it.